Hi, I'm Kraig Ward, founder and managing director of Bearhug Recruiting. Most CEOs gearing up for an executive search make the same mistake. They jump in without setting up the right conditions for success. And it's through no fault of your own, because no one ever likely taught you how to do it right. The result is wasted time, the wrong candidates, and stalled momentum. Many CEOs assume they're ready because they've got a strong network, a great product and team, and market momentum. But without the right setup, more often than not, searchers will experience unnecessary issues that make them stall, or worse, go completely off the rails. I'm speaking from experience here because a good percentage of the time when this happens, my team and I are brought in to clean up the mess. So let's help you avoid that expensive mistake altogether by doing it right from the start. If you don't nail the setup, here's what happens. The best candidates either ignore you or they'll decline. Inbound candidates will chew up your team's time, and if the pitch gets fragmented across stakeholders, it's going to fall flat, which makes it really hard to land the right leader. And the process itself becomes easier to mismanage. The result? Lost time, lost momentum, and potential damage to your reputation as CEO. And here's the real kicker. Once the water is muddied, bringing in a professional like us to fix the search becomes not only painful, but a lot more expensive. That's why I created the Search Accelerator Worksheet. Once you complete it, you'll be able to instantly generate your Persuasive Position Brief, which is the first and the most important of the 3 core building blocks every startup CEO needs to set up an executive search for success. Those 3 building blocks are how to pitch and position your role in the market, how you design your sourcing strategy, and how you structure your recruiting strategy. We're only focused on the first one here today, and I can easily walk you through the other 2 at a later time. But it all starts with the pitch. Get this piece right, and the rest becomes much easier. That's what I'm going to set you up for today. Something that you can do on your own, in private, in less than an hour, without anyone else's help. And when you show your team this asset, they'll be blown away by how powerful it positions the role in the market. And they'll all get excited to immediately start using it to promote the role. Even better, you'll be able to apply this same strategy to every role that you recruit for in the future, no matter the seniority, the function, or the location. Keep in mind, this first building block is normally part of our full Search Accelerator workshop, which is a $10,000 deliverable offered exclusively through our curated VC partners. They purchase workshop credits and provide them as a value-added bonus to select CEOs in their portfolio and broader network. But because we can only run a limited number of those live workshop sessions each week alongside our retained search business, we created this DIY worksheet with the first and most important building block. That way, CEOs like you, whether you don't have access to a workshop credit through a VC partner or we're simply at capacity, can still get this critical foundation to ensure you never again struggle as hard when recruiting an executive for your leadership team. So here's how it works. You're going to answer 21 essential questions about your company and the role, using talk-to-text to record your answers in long form. It's simple, there's no new apps to download, no need to edit, and no worrying about fumbling or repeating yourself. Just sit back in your favorite chair or even go for a walk and just talk through each of your questions one by one. Then copy and paste your transcript into our proprietary GPT, and in seconds, you'll have a long-form Persuasive Position Brief, which is an asset that not only excites your internal team, but more importantly, will get rapid traction with the market from top candidates who would have otherwise ignored or turned you down. We've proven this time and time again over the last 7 years with our retained clients. You're getting the very same candidate-facing deliverable that we spend hours crafting for companies that pay us 6 figures to run their search. Only now, you can create it yourself for free and flip top passive talent from not looking or not interested to genuinely wanting to talk to you about your role. This single asset will help you punch well above your weight class, giving you the ability to approach and successfully recruit candidates who once felt out of reach. It'll also cut your hiring time in half because it's designed to let candidates sort and sift themselves automatically without you or your team lifting a finger. And here's the best part. Well, there's actually 2 best parts. First, not only will your target candidates lean in, but many of them will end up selling you on why you should hire them, which is a refreshing change. And second, you can drop this front-facing asset straight into your workflow as early as tomorrow and start lining up interviews right away. And as I've mentioned before, this will inspire your entire team. executives on down, who will naturally be more inclined to share the role with their networks, because as we both know, warm in-network referrals are often your best source of candidate flow. And here's the kicker. You don't even need to explain where the strategy came from. Keep it a secret and take all the credit. This worksheet's designed for CEOs who are taking full responsibility of their next executive hire. Because the person that you're going to be bringing on is going to report directly to you, it's critical that you lead this step yourself. To access the worksheet, just send me a quick email with worksheet in the subject line, and then in the body, just include 3 things. How you learned about this offer, because I'm always curious, the role that you're preparing to hire, because it's a helpful data point, and when you expect to have somebody in the seat, so I can understand your timeline in case you ever want additional help. Once I have that, I'll send you the worksheet and you can get started immediately. Or if you prefer, you can simply fill out the form on this page. All right, let's get started. I can't wait to get this worksheet in your hands, and I look forward to hearing back from you about how well it worked.